straight lines. How I hold the pencil one more time, many times. I told you guys, hold the pencil loosely, okay? Don't hold it too in the front, and don't hold the pencil too tight in the front. Hold it loosely in the middle part or the back part. Okay, I like to hold in the back part, especially in the beginning. So that's the where I'm going to put the cup. It's very light because it's easy for you to erase it, right? It's not it's just like a general shape and place we're going to put. It's not going to be look like that after. So you want to be able to erase later. So that's a cup, that's a plate. Now to the book. The book has a perspective, right? You can see three faces this book. And this bottom line is perfect straight. Then you see this is slanted, right? This is straight, so that's slanted. Slanted, how much is important? Don't, it's like slanted this way or slanted that way. And the degree is very important. So know how slanted this is. So that too slanted. Okay, just like this. So see, that's slanted that way. This slanted. This way has to be slanted. It's these three lines parallel, right? This you guys already know. These three lines are parallel. These three lines are parallel. So that make a box here. We may have to fix it later, but just see how far this goes. The book is kind of if that's the top there, that's the oval. Yeah, that goes right here. Good. So it's kind of like where you want to put. Now we go on the detail and keep fixing it. And you have the box, and this have a oval on top. The oval is depends on which angle you are looking at. And if you standing up, this oval going to be very round because you can see inside way more, right? If you see the lower, this oval might be just like tiny bit. So all depends on which angle you look at. So that means this I want you don't say, oh, an oval, okay, an oval. I want you to notice how big this oval is, what the shape is this oval is, okay? And make sure you get it right. Mine actually is a little bit round, so I make it a little bit narrower. So what you do is you kind of make a little rectangle here, long rectangle. Then you just, like curve the inside. Some kids is hard for them to make a symmetrical. The two parts is even. Then you make a line in the center. Then you can see if the two parts you can fold exactly the same. That's symmetrical. Okay. Now another thing about making oval, is all the round thing, right? Everything is round like this. Okay. So whenever you see there's no parts, any angle, those parts going to be round. So there's no parts ever going to be you look at straight. The reason I say that is sometimes I say make an oval, and some kids make an oval like this. They round it on the side, then this is straight, then this is round, then this straight. That's wrong. There will never be, is a round thing, there will never be a part is straight. This will be more like that. if you see that, because this is kind of like a round thing, if you see a very narrow one, they're going to be look like this. See, look like that, but not those parts will never be straight. Okay, remember that. And this shape is kind of got this here, then slanted down here. If you want to make sure it's symmetrical, make a straight line down the center, then you can see that, right? And all this curved line, same curve with the top. It doesn't go like that or that, all right? It's all the same. It's on the same surface. So that's the cup. Now when you draw the plate, see where it come from. This plate come from here. Interesting. I might make a mistake before. So that's the plate come from here, about that far. And of course that will be come from here, about that far. So that means I might need some changes later. Doesn't look like correct according to the book, because the book it's come from here, right? And this book is higher, so you can see that. See the distance, see the distance, important, see the distance. Very important to look around, to place all the things in the right place, okay? Especially when you're drawing several objects, you have to make sure, you know, all the relationship is right. There's flowers here. You don't need to draw the flower if you don't want to, but if you have time, you can do it. Because that flower is going to be hard for you to shade. And the handle, okay, I'm going to teach you guys handle one more time, because when you're drawing the handle, most people already have a shape of handle in the head, but the handle, actually all the handle looks different. See, what you do is, it's a tricky way to make it right, is you look at this part, because this part is not in your memory, okay? This negative spot, negative place is not in your memory. The handle is in your memory because you have an image of a handle in your head. So if you want to draw, I say draw a handle, okay, a handle, right? But you don't have this memory in your head. If a handle is like this, right? And what you look is, you look at this part. If you make this shape, this whole shape, right, that means this line is right. It's easy for you to do the outline because you just according to this and do the outline. So look at this shape. If this shape is right, then my handle is right. Got it? Okay. Now I have everything kind of placed here. And next step, I'm going to start the shading. When you're shading, I use a HB. When you shade it, I told you guys before, you shade not from top to bottom or left to right. You shade from the darkest to lightest. The reason for that is you always have a place to compare with if the value is right or not, right? So I'm going to shade it. So see that I have a little bit white part here? That's how thick the cup is, so you don't want to shade all the way in the edge. Then the first layer of my shading is just, I use my shading to actually find the shape more, to get the shape more correct, okay? And the light is from here, so that's light, you can see the lights, there's shine on there. And this part too. See, that's kind of two parts. This part has lots of reflection from the plate, so that's why it's so light. There's a light. I'm going to erase that. Can't see it. Same thing. See the white edge? That's the whole big the plate is. Yeah. I should have shaded this part first. Sorry. Get you confused. Casting shadow has a shape. Okay? Don't do casting shadow just a blob of dark. See, casting shadow has its own shape. Very important. Shade away the shadow. I want to think the book a little bit, make it a little bit further. I have a flower here. Casting shadow. This kind of darker side of the handle. See how light I'm shading it right now? Okay, that's the first layer. Not much detail. Now I'm going to start again where I start. Same. Start from here. I'm getting darker and more detail. I want you guys take your time to shade it. And there's no hurry, okay? If you can't finish this picture, this class, and keep doing it next class. It's not a race. I just want you to draw well, not draw fast, or not like how many you can draw, how fast you can draw. It's how good you can draw, how well you can draw, okay? So take your time and see more detail in your picture and layer it I'm not doing the flower because maybe some of you not going to do the flower. I will add the flower later. But right now I'm just doing the vase. It's a round vase, so it got to be dark gradually to light, right? Gradually to light. This is lighter than that. That's kind of like a core shadow part. It's too swoops, feel like here better. Still using HB. See this book, you can see 3 faces, and the darkest is this one. So say number 1, number 2, number 3, right? So the darkest, I will always keep it darkest. Don't shade this part yet. I have a casting shadow right there. Casting shadow. Shadow. I'll get it for darker. Okay, one more time, go from the top to bottom. I'm going to shake a little bit the flower, otherwise it bothers me. And a very dark pencil. Flower is kind of dark, so 5B. Flower is hard to shade, but still they have you have to understand the dark and light part, where the light come from. Round away paper. than that. Get a tiny bit fill panel in there so you can see it's a flower. So you have a dark and light and make it kind of three-dimensional shape. Okay, this one. Alright, we got the flower ready. Keep it there. Start again. Let's make more detail. Take a long time to shade, so don't hurry, okay? The longer it takes, the detailed gets. Not as simple as that. It's a little reflection there. See this line? You can see is that's dark, that's light, that's dark. So that's how you see that white. It's not by lines, it's by shading. That's that. And the bottom is a little bit darker. See, now you can see that white line there. That's this. See, now I'm just, get the detail. And some part need to be darker. Casting shadow. to the book. This part is dark because the color of the book is not because the shadow. Try to get a detail here on the book folds. Then if I get a little bit shadow down here, when the book meets the table, a bit shadow. Can't really see much in this dark part, but a little bit. And this little bit zigzag there. Shadow. And see, this flower is interesting. It's a kind of, this part is a like triangle. This part is in the shadow. This part is facing the light. Casting shadow. This one. Casting shadow from dark, gradually faded. Okay, that's today's this time's work. And like I said, if you can finish in one class, it's okay. If you can't not finish, we can do it next week, okay? No hurry. Take your time. I don't want to see you draw a lot of it. I just want to see you draw, have a nice one, okay? All right, that's it. See you online. Bye-bye.